G'day everyone, I'm Melody Blue. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. Okay, so this is Work in Progress Wednesday. Okay, I want my beginners to take notice. Last time we left, I had a nice purple and pink, you can see it, going there. Well, yours truly was coloring along, reached for a pencil, thought it was the right one. No. Can y'all guess which wrong color pencil I grabbed? If you guessed black, you'd be right. So, what I have here by Art and Fly is a battery-powered eraser. And it got rid of the black for the most part. It's gotten rid of all it's going to. But anyway, this is a lifesaver. If you make a mistake and you don't get too far in, like I didn't get too far in with the black, but I knew it had to go, this can save your life. This can save your project. It did mine. So, this was a cheap thing. It come with 100 of these tips. They come out like that, and then you can do like that. You can keep extending them as much as you need. I got it out to there now. So this would be a good investment for all my beginners. What I think I want to do is, I think I want to use a purple watercolor marker to save this. Oh, I should have used my brush tip. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. So see, even the best of us make mistakes, and I'm not the best of them. But this is just a cheap watercolor marker. I think I got them from Walmart. But anyway, so I'm just going to be doing this. Now I can come back with colored pencils. We'll go over it, especially white will. But yeah, if you catch your mistake before you get too far in, it's salvageable. Now, I will say this. If it's a lighter color and you catch yourself way into it, you can still salvage it. But, like, I picked up black. And that's one of those colors, if you catch it right then, you can save it. But if not, I don't know. On the other thing, I used satin glazing liquid on a different page on that coloring book. And the satin glazing fluid liquid did exactly the same thing as the pencils. The paper, it's like like a sponge has holes. It's like a sponge. It has these little holes that go into the paper. And then add on top of that, when I did the satin glazing liquid, and as I thought, the may have to get a darker color than that. Yeah, it did the same thing, and so I don't know. It did just like the pencil. It just like streaked up and looked spongy looking. So yeah, that's what happened there. And I'm just gonna save this. Just buy these watercolor markers. These are Cali Art, fine tip and brush tip. Simply because I don't have my hoo-hoos out. Now I could come in like here, like they did there. They've got those lines down it. I don't think it's much gonna make any difference. I really don't. But that's how I'm gonna save that flower. And that's another thing. When doing your picture, see, I did all this with the Artisto colored pencils. The fish. He was 100% Artisto pencils. And I had started doing this with the Artisto pencils. And I don't know how or why my Prismacolor black was up here. But it ain't ruined. It is what it is. I will probably come back in with a darker colored pencil and add to this because it's not lost. I didn't lose the whole damn picture, and I spent a lot of time on this fish, you wouldn't believe. So I wasn't going to let the whole picture get ruined. And I may do the other two flowers in marker too. I don't know. But to my beginners, if you start out colored pencil, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything in colored pencil. You can come in with markers. You can come in with gel pens. Whatever you want to do. The picture is going to be as different as you are. Everybody's not going to look like mine. Mine's not going to look like everybody else's. So that's what I wanted to tell all my new colorists, my beginners. It doesn't have to be all colored pencil. I see people that think, yeah, it's got to be all colored pencil or none. But I had struggled with coloring in my books and coloring pages about just sticking with strictly colored pencil. Well, see, I was gonna do this is called a mixed media piece, by the way. If you're using different, like watercolor markers, gel, colored pencils, it's then called mixed media. Well, I asked Miss Lori, I said, is it okay if I don't do the whole thing in pencils? And she said, yes. Why? I said, well, I was going to, but I wasn't going to till I asked you. And of course, she laughed. I said, hey, I wasn't going to do it till you said I could do it. She said, of course you can. So that's one of the lessons that I got from Lori is, yes, it is okay to mix your pencils with markers or gel pens or whatever you got. It is okay to do that. Now, it's just up to you. If you're a purist and you think, well, it's got to all be colored pencil or nothing, then by all means. If you got to do what you got to do to save your picture that you've worked forever on this fish, then, you know, do what you got to do. But I will probably come in with some colored pencil in there, and or I could use some glitter gel pens. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just know that I needed to save this picture because I spent, you guys don't even know how much time I spent on this. You saw about a week's worth of it on my videos. It took longer than that. But, yeah, you just do what you gotta do. And if you do what you gotta do, and especially if it's a case of saving your picture, you do what you gotta do. And for my beginners, I hope this teaches you something. That if you catch your mistake, even if it's black, if you don't get too far in, you can save it. And that's why I would suggest you buying a battery-powered eraser. Because it just saved my hide. It saved my picture. I had worked so long and lovingly on this fish, and I'm like, I'm not losing this. I'm not doing it. So, this is more or less a, how to save a picture if you mess up. Now, if you did this with markers, this is not going to help. This is only going to help you if it's colored pencil. Sorry, but I wish there was a fix-all for markers, but there isn't that I know of. But anyway, I wanted to do this with y'all to show y'all that all is not lost. That even I can mess up. And it wasn't a mess up of my, choosing the wrong color. It was, I reached over and grabbed a color that I thought was the color I needed, and it was black. And I happened to look down, I'm like, holy crap, this is black. What do I do? And it's like, grabbed out, and I said, well, this is my only hope. This is my Princess Leia. This is my only hope. So, it worked. And I didn't want to put another round of colored pencil over it because I knew that underneath was going to come through. So, I just said, okay, I'm going to use markers. And I may do these other two in marker. I'm not sure yet. I just knew I wasn't going to lose this piece over a silly grabbing the wrong pencil. No. I worked long and hard on my fish. But yeah, you guys, it doesn't have to always be in colored pencil. I learned that from Miss Lori. I've learned a lot from Miss Lori. Matter of fact, just about everything I know is from Miss Lori. And I'm not going to go very long because if my videos go over 20 minutes, YouTube just acts all kind of nuts and crazy. It takes it 2 days to upload. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what I did, and I will probably come back in over the top of that with either this, oh, that's blue, see? Do it again. With blackberry, which is artisto, and that's what I will probably come in with some shading. See how that does? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna probably do. But all is not lost. Unless you catch it too late, then it's lost. But don't count it lost until you just... I'm just so glad that I've caught that. Because it was black. And I knew there was no way that that was going to get fixed. I couldn't go over it with a lighter color. And it was just black. And I'm like, I said, I fretted over it immensely before I even decided to do this. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. And I can at least teach my beginners something. My more advanced will automatically know what to do. But I'm trying to show my beginners, hey, it's not lost yet. If I'd have gotten any further than I did with that black, though, my only choice would have been to go over it with some paint. Yeah. So, I'm glad I caught it before it really got started. Okay, guys. I wished I could make this longer, but like I said, if I go over 20 minutes, YouTube just seems to have a problem with it. It gets constipated, we'll put it that way. Okay, guys, I love you all very, very much. Peace out. Bye.